Over the years, the Haida Nation has been working with Canada and BC in the spirit of reconciliation and towards the recognition of Haida title and rights through various agreements to advance Haida Nation priorities.
It's imperative that we find ways to work together to look after the oceans, because the oceans will look after us, and that's our responsibility. So our Reconciliation Framework Agreement for bio-regional ocean management is another important tool where we've come together again to find a number of ways that we can better work collaboratively across our Indigenous jurisdictions, Canadian jurisdiction, provincial jurisdiction, and recognize the power in each party bringing their strengths to the table and finding ways to respond to crisis and emergency and set up structures where we are working collaboratively, where we're all in the same room. We've had to assert ourselves and assert that jurisdiction and create these conditions where we all sit at these tables, in these rooms, government to government. We're not only responsible to each other and the ocean and the future generations, but also the supernatural beings that we know surround us all the time throughout our territory, and that there is consequences to not having respect for the oceans, not having respect for the beings of the ocean and the supernatural forces around us. And so it's an honor to be part of it and to do our part in this time, and we look forward to building future success together and working with our neighboring nations and the other governments, BC and Canada.
7 years have passed since the Simu Shear incident, and a lot has been accomplished since then. Looking ahead, a lot of work remains, and some key steps need to be taken in order to ensure Haida Gwaii, our home, is protected from the impacts of increased shipping. In order to prevent future accidents from happening in Haida territories, we need to continue working towards the long-term protection for the west coast of Haida Gwaii via an international Area to be Avoided designation. While this work is underway, we need to maintain the current voluntary protection zone to ensure vessels remain further offshore. Maintaining access to real-time information is key in allowing us to continue to monitor and steward our waters. Building CHN's capacity to improve awareness of what's happening on the water and the impacts of shipping is crucial to ensure Haida values and perspectives guide management decisions over the long term. And lastly, we must continue to pre-plan to improve our readiness in the event of a marine emergency. With the growing number of ships traveling in and around Haida waters and the increased risk of potential accidents, we recognize the importance of having plans in place to protect our waters and coastlines, and regular training and exercising to build local capacity to respond effectively. We recognize the interconnectedness of it all. If we don't look after the lands and the waters, they won't look after us, and we won't be able to sustain as Haida people the way our ancestors had, and carry on that connection to place, connection to spirit, to the supernatural beings, and fulfill our responsibility as Haida people.